Why you lying? Tell me why the fuck you lying? What's up guys, Joey Wisdom here, and today it is Wisdom Talk. I was watching a video on YouTube, and I forgot his name, but he's a YouTuber that I watch, and he inspired me with his videos about being a liar. And I started thinking about my life and my past, and I always grew up being a little liar ever since I could remember. I knew that that was something that I had to work on, but I never got to it. Being a liar, it started with my parents, and because growing up, I was always overprotected, so I got used to being a liar and telling them where I was going and who I was hanging out with and blah blah. The lying was spread to relationships, friendships, and all that stuff, and you kind of get just used to it. And you know the saying, you are what you eat, or in Spanish, there's another saying, tell me who you hang with and I'll tell you who you are. Which, in a sense, I can agree to it because, whoever you're hanging out with the most, you're probably doing the same things that they're doing. Obviously, you can have, people that you keep your distance from. If you're going to be a liar, then you're most likely going to inspire your friends to be a liar. And then they're gonna lie to you, especially if you get caught lying. I've learned that with past relationships and friendships, it was always about lies. I never enjoyed being lied to. And so it's kind of like, what do you expect when you yourself are a liar? And I really got away with certain things growing up and in my young 20s and everything. I've learned that it gets difficult lying to people, especially to the people that you actually care for, because then you have to remember everything that you lied about, and you start lying to yourself mostly, and then you start believing those lies, and that's not cool because it's just a waste of time. Not only that, but once you start lying to people, you don't feel free anymore. It's kind of like you're kind of pretending to be someone you're not. And so I've learned when it comes to meeting people, I can't stand liars. And what I don't get is adults around my age who pretend to be someone they are so that they can feel accepted by me. And then little by little, you start seeing the real them. And then you're just kind of like, damn, that's whack. Why do you have to pretend to be someone you're not? I stopped pretending to be someone I was not a long time ago. I'm free in that sense. I don't lie about my job, I don't lie about where I live. But there's also the difference between telling people about your life that are really close to you and then telling strangers about your life. I'm really a private person. So if I don't know you that well, I'm not going to tell you my life. Yeah, I'll lie about what I do and where I live and stuff because you probably don't need to know about those things. Relationships, friendships, once I see that a person's just being shady about things, and especially when you ask them questions and they're super vague and then you feel like they're hiding something, that's just very shady to me. I feel like a person shouldn't feel that way and into hiding things or be that way because I mean, if you want a friendship with me, especially from the get-go, from the beginning, I let them know that I'm a very loyal person. I don't, I don't deal with the BS, first of all, and I can be an open book, but that takes time. And if you know me very well, you should know why. Like, yes, everybody goes through things, but I've been through a lot. And it's crazy that people don't realize things or don't realize the loss that they have until the person's gone. And that's happened to me so many times where I let go of people because they're such liars. They're such freaking humongous liars, and they kind of regret it, and then they just want to come back to my life. And it's like I can't go back to that because when you give people chances, even a second chance, it's just not worth it. They'll do it again. As a person, you shouldn't even lie about the person that you are because you're just wasting your time and you're wasting their time because at the end of the day, they're gonna figure you out, then they're gonna know, and then they're gonna be like, you're a liar, and I still don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to hang out with you. And life is short. It's better to be like, hey, this is me, and if they don't like you, then let them go. and then you try again with other people, and it is what it is. It works, and sometimes it doesn't work. I don't feel like you should force yourself into being someone that you're not so that they could just like you. I hate that. You should never lose your dignity because you really want that person to like you. You know, everybody has their strengths, everybody has their weaknesses, and you are who you are. And if a person's gonna judge you for anything that you're doing in your life, then they shouldn't be in your life, because who are they to judge you for the things you're doing in your life? Everybody has their own struggles. Every person has a reason of doing whatever they're doing. And sometimes you shouldn't be around certain type of people because it's not their time to be self-aware of the stupid shit that they're doing. I don't think it's anybody's job to change a person. I don't think it's anybody's job to interrupt a person's habits because you don't know what they're going through, and everybody has their own time into bettering themselves as a person. Of course, if you're a friend and you care and you want to give them advice, that's a totally different person. But if they're not asking for advice, don't give it. That's what I've learned. If you don't want to know what I think, I'm not going to tell you what I think. Because that's how you ruin friendship. Lying is the worst thing that you could do, even in a relationship. I feel like it is just a waste of time. Not only are you hurting yourself, but you're hurting the other person. Relationships, friendships, even family relationships, intimate relationships are the worst. Nothing is better than just being honest. I've always been honest. Even if I lied about something, honesty is always the best because then you don't have anything in the back of your mind. It's there, it's clear as water. You don't have to hurt anybody. Everyone's human. Everyone has a heart. And if you know a person who's like, oh no, they can take whatever, they've done this to me, so I'm gonna do that to them. It's called revenge. There's no point in finding revenge with any. Why? Because you're still gonna feel the way you felt before, finding revenge and actually doing it. Just get over yourself because you're just pretending, and you need to figure out as a person who are the important people in your life. And if you see that there's a person that you're lying to and they're not really important, you can let that shit go. Because, life, man, you have to find a life that makes you happy, and you have to find a life that is for you. Everybody has a different life. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your new subscribers. Like, comment, tell me what else you want me to talk about. If you have any questions, need advice, leave it in the comments below. Thank you. Be kind.